Welcome to the channel. Welcome to Banter in the Box, episode 32, game week 27 review. Due to the final international break of the season, it's been 2 weeks since the last Banter in the Box, but we are back with your league table highlights. Another entry to the Wall of Shame, absolutely incredible. I've got an FFFL Cup update. Last weekend saw the semi-finals of the FFFL Cup. I'll be revealing the outcome of those ties and a manager of the season update. Here is the bottom of the table. Not too many changes, as you can see there. PES United spent a second consecutive week at the bottom of the table, but they did close the gap on second bottom AFC Razor to just 6 points. Her Majesty's Secret Cervix dropped a place to 25th. That's the lowest ever position George Irvin has occupied in the Family Fantasy Football League. And that was because Dustbin Dynamos climbed 1 place to 24th, which is the highest position John Tustin has been in since way back on game week 7. And in 21st place, I've Got a Life's Mops Hoxby stayed 21st, despite being this week's lowest scorers with just 18 points. Top of the table, not a huge amount of change there, although Hatch United did climb 1 place to 3rd, back into the prize money places. That's the highest position Neil has occupied since game week 19. Arden Diamonds registered his second weekly win of the season and closed the gap on champions-elect Greece Lightning to just 148 points. That is significant because Steve Holmes holds the current record for the biggest winning margin at the end of the season. That stands at 142 points. At the moment, Alexi Lagos is on course to break that record, but Steve Holmes is doing all he can to keep his record intact. And he has slowly but surely, I mean, not enough to stop Alexi winning the league, but he has slowly but surely been eating away at Alexi's lead at the top. But Greece Lightning, Alexi Lagos has been there all season long at the top of the table. And as I say, almost certainly going to win his second ever Family Fantasy Football League title. Now we had another entry on the Wall of Shame this week. Take a bow, the Creed Bratton Society's Mad Hatter tried to make a transfer which would have meant that his formation became 5-2-3, which is an invalid formation. When I messaged the Mad Hatter to tell him, I got a reply that said, okay, fair enough. I think it should perhaps be. Maybe next season. Well, maybe next season 5-2-3 will be a valid formation. I'll have a think about it, but it's not a valid formation this season. So that is an entry on the Wall of Shame. Talking of transfers, this week was the first week since the opening week of the season where not a single manager made a transfer. Interesting. And another point to note while I think about it, I have mentioned it in other Banter in the Box videos, but we're now in the month of April, and April is the last month in which tactical gambits can be played. So if you were thinking of purchasing a tactical gambit, you need to do it this month. Tactical gambits cannot be played from the 1st of May onwards. Now, as I mentioned earlier, FFFL Cup semi-finals took place last weekend because it was the first full Premier League fixture weekend in April. Greece Lightning, bidding to become the 4th manager in FFFL history to do the League and Cup double, were playing surprise semi-finalist Coldplay United. And Ted and Sam Juniors, the last manager to do the League and Cup double back in 2012, was taking on 2 times FFFL Cup winners, the Creed Bratton Society. And the results were Greece Lightning 35, Coldplay United 30, Ted and Sam Juniors 45, the Creed Bratton Society 41. 2 close FFFL Cup semi-finals, but it does mean that the 2021 Family Fantasy Football League Cup final will be between Greece Lightning and Ted and Sam Juniors. That final will take place in the first full Premier League fixture weekend in May. Manager of the season update now, and who the fuck is that? Last week it was a rollover. No one got it 2 weeks ago, so we rolled it over and we doubled the points. So it was worth 4 points. You had to tell me for 2 points, because it was a rollover, for 2 points, which current Family Fantasy Football League manager is pictured there. And for another 2 points, what are they pictured with? 3 managers had a go at this week. Unsurprisingly, the 3 managers that had a go were the current top 3 in the manager of the season table. I think everybody else has given up. Although it could all change if you took part in the Predictor Challenge at the start of the season. Benny United manager Mark Benwell thought that was a picture of No Happy Endings manager Di Maloney with her dog. That was an incorrect guess, Mark. Hatch United manager Neil Hatch thought it was a picture of Nicola Anelka's manager Nicola Irvin with a picture of an owl. That was an incorrect answer, Neil. And the current manager of the season table league leader thought that was a picture of Poppy's Players manager Sarah Simons with a picture of a teddy bear. Well, I can reveal it was a picture of Poppy's Players manager Sarah Simons, so 2 points goes to Joe, but it wasn't a picture of a teddy bear. Sarah Simons is holding a cat. So no 2 bonus points, but 2 points for guessing the right manager, which means Joe Hoxby has extended her lead at the top of the table, now 5 points clear in her bid to become the 2021 manager of the season. Plenty to play for though, still a number of weeks to go. And also, the Predictor Challenge could change everything. 25 Manager of the Season points available to all of the managers that took part in the Predictor Challenge at the start of the season. This week's Manager of the Season question is this one. I mentioned earlier, Greece Lightning manager Alexi Lagos is bidding to become only the 2nd manager in Family Fantasy Football League history to win the league, having topped the table at the end of every single game week for the entire season. For 1 Manager of the Season point, who is the only other manager who won the league having topped the table all season long? And for another point, in what year did they do it? So that's 2 Manager of the Season points on offer. If you can tell me who is the only manager in Family Fantasy Football League history to win the league having topped the table from start to finish all season long, and in what year did they do it? If you can tell me both of those things, you will get 2 Manager of the Season points. If you just correctly name the manager, you'll get 1 point. If you just correctly name the year, you won't get any points. Although it'd be unusual for you to get the year and not get the manager, because that information is freely available in the Roll of Honours table. So it should be easy for you to submit a manager and the year, and if you are correct, you'll get the 2 points. So there you go. That's your Manager of the Season question for this week. 2 points on offer, and that is your Banter in the Box episode 32. There are no more international breaks, so we'll be on a weekly format for the rest of the season, or I should say for the rest of this month. And because we stop doing updates as we get into the latter part of the season, and all things being equal, we will still be having the 2021 FFL Presentation Awards at the home of the Family Fantasy Football League, FFL HQ, on Saturday the 3rd of July, kicking off at 3 p.m, COVID permitting. That's it for this week. Until then, continue to stay safe. Pubs are opening on Monday. Woohoo! And I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.